Good evening, viewers at home. How are we doing today? We have a beautiful question here that is telling us that if alpha and beta, or given that alpha and beta, they are the roots of the equation 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals to 0, we should find alpha plus beta, 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, alpha squared plus beta squared, alpha over beta plus beta over alpha. So the first thing we are going to do is that we write the equation out. 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals to 0. So the coefficient of x squared is our a, small a is equals to 2. The coefficient of x is our b equals to 5, and c is equals to 1. So we find the sum of the root. Since alpha and beta are the roots of that quadratic equation, we all know that a quadratic equation is expected to have two roots. So if alpha and beta are the roots of that equation, we have the sum of the roots, alpha plus beta, as minus b over a. So that one will give us minus b is minus 5, since our b is 5, divided by our a is 2. So minus 5 over 2, that's minus 2 number 1 over 2. That's alpha plus beta. Now, our alpha beta, that is going to be c over a. That's the product of the root. That is c over a. Since our c is 1 and our a is 2, you have that one as 1 over 2. That's 0.5. The next thing is 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. That's the, let's say this is 1, this is 2. The third one, 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. What we are going to do here is to find the LCM. We take a look at the LCM. The LCM will be whatever you have there, alpha and beta. That will be alpha beta. That's our LCM. From there, alpha beta divided by alpha, it will give us beta. So that beta will multiply 1. You have beta plus alpha beta divided by beta. It will remain alpha. So alpha multiplied by 1 now will give us alpha. Since addition of two roots is symmetric, in our symmetricity properties of root, beta plus alpha is the same thing as alpha plus beta. That's commutativity when we talk of addition law. That's addition is commutative. Beta plus alpha is still the same thing as alpha plus beta. So I can rewrite this guy on top, the numerator, as alpha plus beta divided by what? Alpha beta. In that case, my alpha plus beta, that's minus 5 over 2 divided by my alpha beta 1 over 2. And once you divide that, we are going to have something like this. Minus 5 over 2. Since it is division, turn it to multiplication, multiply by 2 over 1. So my answer, let me see, this number 3. And we are solving for what? 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta will now be, this cancelling out this, we have this as minus 5. That's minus 5. Number 4, we have alpha squared plus beta squared. We can just use an idea of the sum of the square of two roots. Sum of the square is sum of the square of two roots. So since alpha and beta are the roots, alpha square plus beta square. Simplifying this guy, we have it as alpha plus beta, everything all square, like that, minus 2 alpha beta. If we simplify this guy, alpha plus beta square, then we now subtract 2 alpha beta. What we are getting is alpha square plus beta square. In that case, we are going to have this equals to our alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is minus 5 over 2. We put it there, minus 5 over 2. Everything square, minus 2 into, what is our alpha beta? Our alpha beta is 1 over 2. 1 over 2. So this guy will give me minus 5 squared, 25 over 4 minus 2 cancel out 2, 1 over 1. LCM is 4. So 4 in 4 is 1 times 25, that will give us 25. 1 in 4 is 4 times 1, you have 4. So 25 minus 4 will give us what? 21 over 4. Of course, changing this to a mixed fraction, 4 in 20 is 5. That will be 5 whole number, 1 over 4. The last one, that is alpha over beta plus beta over alpha. In this case, we will take the LCM as what? Alpha beta. Alpha beta divided by beta, we have alpha. Alpha times alpha, that's alpha squared. Then alpha beta divided by alpha, we have beta. Beta times beta, that's beta square. So we have alpha square plus beta square divided by alpha beta. Since we know that alpha square plus beta square, it has been simplified already in question number 4 as 21 over 4. I can simply just replace it. 21 over 4 divided by our alpha beta has been simplified here as 1 over 2. 1 over 2. This guy will now give me 21 over 4. Division turning to multiplication times 2 over 1. In that case, this one gives 21 over, because 2 here 1, 2 here 2, over 2. And that will give us 10 whole number 1 over 2. Thank you very much.